things I wish I knew in middle school. So I have a lot of things that I wish I knew back in middle school. Like being a junior now in high school, I'm just over here like, why did I know this in middle school? This would have helped me so much better in the future for high school. By the way, if y'all don't know me, I'm Grace. Also, there's some videos, like if there's a freshman or sophomore up on here. Here's my freshman one. I'm just gonna start putting the little links and all. So like, all I have is freshman and sophomore. So if y'all have freshman and sophomore, be free to like continue and watch. I'm gonna have some for all the high school kids eventually. So I'm gonna just go ahead and get into it. I grabbed my computer like normal because I can't remember things. But I think my number one thing is I wish I didn't study so much in middle school. Yeah, you're learning to study, but you need some time for yourself. And I wish I would have used that studying time more in high school, because that's what they don't understand about people in high school. Like, by the time I hit high school, I had no motivation to study exactly because I studied throughout those whole 3 years. And I feel like middle school was just way too strict. I feel like middle school is probably the worst school environment I've ever been in. Personal two spot, I would say taking extra credit classes during middle school. I did. I do really appreciate this. I do wish I took in more because it gets you up there faster, graduate faster. Trust me, it's scary being in it in middle school, but I promise you it's harder once you get into high school. But I'm happy I took at least 2. I took Spanish and course. I wish I would took like an English or science or something, because that would help me. I'd already be finishing up this year. It'd be great. But I am finishing up Spanish 4 this year. You don't have to take all of them if you don't want to. But personally, I did. My next spot, I wish people weren't so rude in middle school. Like, and I wish I would have done something about it too, like maybe through hands or something. Friends blowing up my phone. I'm sorry, y'all. I have a problem with all my friends who blow up my phone all at once. It's the days that I try to record or something too. It's so bad. People weren't so rude, because now that I think of it, I would have thrown hands. With the stuff they did to me, I would have thrown hands. I was very sweet. I really had no intention of hurting people. Ooh, high school hit. High school hit, y'all. You do not have to be popular. I'm telling you right now. I was definitely a loser in middle school. But all these popular people are now texting me, talking to me and everything from middle school. And now I really don't believe in middle school. You don't have to be popular. You don't have to be popular. You don't have to be popular at all. As long as you got some friends around you, you're chill. That's what I had. I had a few friends, but wasn't popular. But high school now. Ooh, another one back in middle school. You don't need a boyfriend or girlfriend. Hear me out. You can find your soulmate in that age, but it's you don't really see it as much. But I wish I would have knew this growing up in middle school, because I was like, every year I'm getting a boyfriend. Until that person comes, sweetheart, I don't want to hear you say it. Ooh, another one. I've actually seen kids doing this now, is growing up too fast in in middle school. It kind of scares me, because this was me back in middle school. And in middle school, I was having fun. I was doing what kids normally do. Like, I was having fun on Omegle, walking around, being just childish, you know? Like, I had no intentions on doing my makeup, looking all good, putting on some nice jeans, a crop top. No. I didn't really have style either, but you don't really have to worry about that till high school. I feel like high school is when you should start getting into your style more, you know? That's when I found my style, like, 9th grade, started working on it. 10th, started working on it more and more, and I eventually got a style in 10th grade, but it just gets better by the year, progressing and everything. So it's actually really good for me. The next one is, they are very strict on clothes and everything, but as a high schooler, I wish when I came into high school I wasn't so scared, because they don't care in high school. Well, in my high school that I go to, I know maybe some will, but a lot of high schools are really chill about it, you know? But like middle school, they see one little thing off, it don't matter who you are, you were getting dress coded. I don't know why. Like leggings, I'd wear leggings and a long tee, still get dress coded because it's a little bit above my fingertips. I don't see what kind of rule that is personally on me, but you know, if y'all get into high school, y'all don't have to worry about dress code as much. The next thing I wish I knew was how much work you get received in middle school. That junk is so ridiculous. For the past 2 years in high school, I've had less work than all I've had in middle school. Middle school, they just throw papers on papers at you. I had 8 classes a day, now I have 4. That is a break from heaven, bruh. Another one, and this is on my personal experience, I wish I knew not to share pencils and gum. Yeah, a lot. The amount of money I've spent on those things, because I would just give it away. Because, you know, I thought I was doing something good, thought I would make a friend of it. No. After you give what they want, they are going to a little group and doing whatever. You were being used. Another one in middle school, it wasn't for me exactly, but this is still any day, anybody. Don't believe anything you hear. People be spreading rumors like fire, like so fast, and then you hear your room or your name, and you just hear you did this, and you're like, hold up, tell me more. Like, what did I do? Like, you didn't do nothing. So like, that's like another thing too. Yeah, you could just hear your name be going around school and everything, and then you just hear this rumor. You're like, who said that? And then people gonna believe that for the next how many other years you're in middle school. And if you live in like a state like my friend does, like my friend lives in Kansas. I'm seeing her next summer. Y'all gonna get to meet her. And literally just go from middle school to high school, not really many new people. Yeah, that's a problem. But it's okay. It's okay. It's just rumors, they fly, and then you know, years later you're like, were they really true though? Those are so stupid. Now, most likely y'all are middle schoolers watching. Y'all are nervous about high school. Please don't be. Middle school, that's like the worst, probably the worst part where you're gonna be at when you're a kid. That's like the hardest thing to really process. Once you get into high school, you're good. High school, don't stress about it. There's nothing to stress about. Fastest 4 years. I'm already in my 3rd year. These past 2 years have been flying for me. This one's for my girls and everything, but always make sure you have like extra products and stuff in your bag, like period products or whatever. Even in high school, like, we're at that age now, you know, but it's just always have in your bag. You never know. People may not always have everything, or you might be antisocial, not want to talk to no one. That was me back in middle school. Get your girl. And if you go through it, you ain't got no one to call. You gotta rely on yourself sometimes. That's all you may have. Another thing is lockers are pretty useful in middle school, but most of the time when you go into high school, especially if you're going to a big high school, you ain't gonna use no locker. Like, middle school, easy. Lockers then were great because I just had 2 or 4 classes all like right in a little circle, so it was very small in that school. I would say, I know they built onto it eventually, but you know, I was already gone. So peer pressure, don't let someone tell you what to do. You are the boss of yourself. If you go with them and do it, that's on you. That's on you. I've always learned that if I have a bad feeling of something, or I don't want to go, I just don't go. I ain't risking nothing. If I'm getting that feeling, you already know I'm not attending. Then my last thing, for boys and girls, obviously, carry deodorant, perfume, whatever on you, because, you know, especially if you in middle school, you got gym, please put on something. No one wants to smell y'all staying behind in those hallways. Definitely a big one. Definitely a big one. I wish I kind of knew that more, because I did not really carry perfume on me that much. Oh, high school hit though. High school hit, and I always thank you for watching the video. I have a freshman one, I mentioned earlier, but this is the sophomore one. Anyway, I do want to thank y'all for watching. I'm trying to make it quick and everything. I got things to do tonight, but anyway, if you haven't already, like it up, subscribe down below. You know, you should turn on those post notifications too. You'd be real happy. Anyway, bye guys.
Missing someone